Hi Columbus, Ohio. My name is Raven Clark and I am one of the group members of Complementary Therapy with Columbus State Community College. I wanted to give you a quick rundown of the topic that I was going to be covering this spring 2020 health fair that unfortunately has been canceled due to the coronavirus. So my topics were meditation, guided imagery, and relaxation. So we'll do a run through of each one of those, and today I'm basically breaking them down for you. I mean, we're not going to be going into detail of everything because unfortunately we just don't have enough time for that like we would at a health fair. So I'm just going to be doing a quick run through and just kind of giving you some tips and things that you can be using at home that are free or cost effective. So unfortunately, due to COVID-19, also the last few days it's been raining, and I was hoping to get to do this video outside with you under the blossoms of spring and get to do some of these activities with you and actually show them to you in the works. But unfortunately today we're going to be doing stuff stationary. So the first thing that we will talk about will be stress, okay? I have a great flyer here that I will make sure is available to you. And it's basically titled 5 Things You Should Know About Stress. And the great thing about this flyer is it comes from the National Institute of Mental Health. And it goes through and breaks things down for you. And this is just a great quick review and understanding of what stress is and how you can manage it as well. So a lot of people don't realize that stress, there's actually good stress and there's bad stress. And both of them combined can definitely cause a lot of issues within the body, more issues than we have time to go into. So, but it breaks it down to one, stress affects everybody. It's not gender specific, it's not career specific, or anything like that. It's definitely something that affects everybody. We all have stress, whether it's good, bad, or both. Also, it lets you know that not all stress is bad, as I just mentioned, and that long-term stress can harm your health, as we discussed already as well. It goes into detail. There are 4 things, 4 ways that you can manage stress, and it just kind of goes down and breaks it down. But the important things are recognizing the signs and finding ways that you can help alleviate that, so that way it doesn't cause more harm to your body than good. Also, if you are overwhelmed with stress, it goes into reaching out to a healthcare professional, whether it's an academic counselor at school, whether it's an actual licensed counselor or what, but it just tells you to make sure you talk to people, okay? Talk to someone, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, or whether it's a professional that can help you. Also included on this handout is National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That information is there as well if anybody needs that information. So again, this is from the National Institute of Mental Health, and I will make sure that this handout is available to you as well, okay? So the next thing that we're going to talk about is meditation, and again, that's kind of like the one that I was hoping to be outside, around the trees and the blossoms of the springtime, and just kind of going through some meditation techniques with you as well. So the first site we're going to look at for meditation is going to be Pinterest.com. And Pinterest is a great site because 1, it's free, and 2, you can go in and search anything that you want to find. For example, going into the search engine, I can type in meditation, relaxation, or guided imagery. And the way Pinterest works is when you save something, you're pinning it. And the folders that you create, those are called boards. So I've created a board specifically for today, just for quick, easy access. And I've pinned a handful of things that we can just kind of run through. Okay, so again, we're going to talk about meditation and some of the things that I've pinned already. And the way this works is some of these just might be photos, they might be lists, or there's videos on Pinterest as well. So there's anything and everything on Pinterest, excuse me. So the first one is like a quick little photo, and it says like how to meditate in 4 steps. Another one is going through different essential oils, the types and what their benefits are. So saying that you can use essential oils during meditation. Now Beatrice, who is one of our group members, she focused on essential oils and aromatherapy. And this is something that we could use to collaborate the two. So meditating with the use of essential oils. It also goes into meditation tips. There's a little picturette here of how to meditate. So the important thing about meditation, and there's no right or wrong way of doing it. It's doing what works best for you. So for example, here it's saying to find a quiet spot, to sit comfortably, focus on your breath, feel the breath going in and out, notice the thoughts that arise, gently returning to the breath. You want to aim for 5 minutes, practicing this every day, and make progress patiently. So that's just some of, it's just like a quick how-to guide. And the important thing about meditation, as I said, there's no right or wrong way to do it, but I struggle with meditation because my thoughts are constantly racing, and that's not a bad thing, but obviously it makes meditation difficult. So the key is when you do have a thought that pops up, making sure that you are like, okay, I'm thinking, I need to get out of this thought, and then go back and focus on your breathing. So just going through and breathing in and breathing out, and thinking about that. And as you focus on the breath, you can't think about what else is going on. So it kind of helps you to alleviate all of those thoughts that are going on. So that's the important thing, is just getting back to that breath. Some benefits to kind of discuss with all of these relaxation techniques. The mental benefits are decreasing stress, enhancing mental health, better self-control, improving academic results, helping with depression or addiction if that's something that you struggle with at all. Physical benefits would be improving sleep, energy levels, weight loss, and just really overall better health. Okay. There's also a little quick tip here, like 20 meditation tips for beginners. And again, it just breaks it down for you. As far as anxiety and stress, something else that you can do is yoga. And here's like a nice little 15-minute how-to, as far as like what poses to do, and that will help to relieve anxiety and stress. So all of these things are going to take patience, and they're going to take practice. The more you do them, the more you're going to get better at them. If I would stick with meditation and do it more often, the better I would get at focusing on my breath and not thinking so much. But not thinking so much is very difficult for me personally. So, but start with 5 minutes. Continue to do that each day, and then as time goes on, you can add it, get it to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever works best for you, and it all just depends on how in depth you want to get with it. Okay, so but the important thing is finding a quiet space and focusing on the breath. So going outside today would have been a great opportunity to sit by the trees and to just find a quiet spot. But again, unfortunately with the rain, it just was not an option. So, meditation, yoga, those are all things that you can do. The next thing that we're going to discuss is guided imagery. And again, guided imagery, these are all things on here on Pinterest that you can type in, and then you can find great how-to videos and quick tips. But another place that I like to use that is also free is youtube.com. And YouTube has to where you can just go in, type in guided imagery, and you'll have all of these video options that will pop up, and you can find what works best for you, what works within your likes. So if you are an outdoors person, if you are a water person, ocean person, whatever works for you, YouTube has it all. And the great thing is you can find things on here from 8 hours to 10 hours to 11 hours. And I like to use this if I'm studying and just want to hear something that's relaxing, or if I want something, if I'm home by myself and I want something nice and quiet to fall asleep to. This is a nice soothing relaxation music, and it has video that comes with it as well. And the nice thing about this is, you know, for people who are stressed, who struggle, the guided imagery is where that plays in. And just play like a quick little shot for you here real quick. And you probably can't see this very well, but this is whales just swimming in the water, and then you've got music in the background. So guided imagery, what that does is it allows you to listen to the music, but also to focus on an image. So, and that image can be, again, any of these that you like. It can be a person, a place, a thing. It can be your favorite place, somewhere that you went once for vacation as a kid or as an adult, and something that you just want to think about, and just going back and thinking about that. And you can use that through meditation, and you can use that through just relaxation in general. So there's also guided meditation, and guided meditation, what that is, it's kind of like the same thing. You know, you're meditating, but you have like a video or audio, and that person is talking to you, and they're telling you step by step to take a deep breath in, you know, think of this, to do this, and that helps people. And if that's something that works for you, then that's great. By all means, do that. So it's just, again, it's a matter of finding what works for you, okay? But again, Pinterest and YouTube are great free resources to utilize all of these. And something else for Columbus State students, Columbus State actually has a meditation room that is located in Nestor Hall, room 28. That is something that is free for you to utilize. So once students are allowed back on campus, that's definitely another great resource that I recommend checking out, something to do in between classes, you know, right before a test or after a test. Again, whatever works for you. My goal is to just provide you these resources to utilize and to just educate you on the benefits as best as I can under the short time that we have, you know, for our community. So Columbus State students, definitely check that out. Another thing that's on YouTube that is great to help with guided imagery, and I can provide you with the link as well, but there's a 5.5-minute video on YouTube, and it's a woman named Lolly, and she's a mind-body specialist from the University of Maryland Medical Center, and she goes into detail of guided imagery and breath work, and she's focused more on the hospital side of it. But again, guided imagery is something that's free and that you can use within yourself in anywhere. So you can incorporate what she says into your everyday life as well. So, but that's definitely a video that I recommend watching because she goes into great detail on how to use it, and the benefits. So again, her name is Lolly, and I'll make sure that that link is provided. Again, Columbus State students, some other additional information that I have discovered late, being a student at Columbus State, was that we have not only the fitness center at Columbus State, but also recreation and wellness center, and they provide everything from conditioning, health-wise. So the fitness center, recreation classes, conditioning center, self-defense training program, outdoor fitness, meal prep for the busy college student, and then also another big one is nutrition counseling. So these classes are not only free, but some of them, like the nutrition counseling, for example, is offered to students at a discounted rate. So some of those classes include like cardio sculpt, roll and stretch, yoga and meditation, and another one is Columbus State Sweat with Grace. So there's different instructors that will be there with you, guiding you through the class, and each class, they're anywhere from 30 minutes to 60 minutes. So again, just being at Columbus State and fitting those into those 2-hour breaks, or just in between classes or whatever. So for more information, definitely contact Columbus State. Get online, cscc.edu, or also you can follow them on Facebook, and that's Cscc College Recreation and Wellness on Facebook, and you'll be able to get some access to all of those resources as well. That's free and available to within our own home here during quarantine that you can be using. So you might not have the opportunity to go out and to enjoy your yard. You might not have a yard. You might live in an apartment or something like that. But just going to a park, but at the same time following the CDC regulations. But for example, I have 5 acres, so I enjoy nature. I also love my animals. I have a handful of animals, so I like to get them outdoors as much as I can, and just to soak up the sun as much as we can. So I personally am really big into animals. So one of the things that works with me with my stress is animal therapy. I don't have 2-legged kids. I have 4-legged kids, and they range from quite a different array of species. One, as you can see, is my little buddy Rocky, who's just super calm and hanging out with me. He is a reptile, and he is a bearded dragon. So he is a great addition to my life, and he pretty much hangs out and goes with me everywhere I go here in the house. I also have a potbelly pig, and I have a domesticated skunk, a Pac-Man frog, as well as 2 cats and 2 dogs. So they keep me entertained during this time, and I have noticed for me personally with animal therapy, that's when my endorphins are the highest. And our another great person in our group is Brittany. She will be discussing animal therapy with you as well, so I'm sure she'll be giving you some great tips. But I personally can say that if you don't have animals, and if that's something that you love and want, go to the pet store and just interact with them, hold them, look at them. Going to animal expos, going to reptile shows if you are into reptiles. But just getting out there. Right now, obviously, that's a little difficult to do. The pet stores are still open. So again, just following those CDC regulations, but pet stores are still open because our little guys and girls still have to eat. And then another thing that I do on Pinterest, I have a board that's named Cute Animals. So any picture that I like, I smile at when I see it, I save it. And then I just have that nice board that I can go into, and I can just scroll through it and just look at all of the great pictures. And again, that just gets my endorphins going for me. So those are all some additional free thoughts that you guys can definitely check out as well. Another thing for me is taking naps. I'm a person who loves naps and I need naps. So my naps are not, 20-30 minutes. They're anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. And a great thing that you can do is combining those with animal therapy. So that's something personally that I like to do, is combining, my animals with my naps, and just it's a great thing for me personally. So there's that. And then again, I will definitely make sure that I get this handout uploaded for you, so that way you have this, as well as the YouTube link and the videos. Okay, so we definitely appreciate your guys' time, and definitely get in touch with us on Facebook if you guys have any questions about any of the material, since it's been presented so short and sweet. Okay, stay safe everybody, and stay healthy.